All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so today we're tackling a story that has a little something for everyone, even if you're not, like, glued to the hockey highlights every night.
Oh, yeah. This one's got drama, high stakes, and, that whole underdog thing going on.
Exactly. We're talking about the New York Rangers, a team that definitely has their sights set on the playoffs. But there's a bit of a wrench in the works now.
Big wrench.
Yeah, their star goalie, Igor Shesterkin, is out with an injury. And, in hockey, the goalie, that's kind of a big deal.
Kind of an understatement, wouldn't you say? I mean, the goalie's your last line of defense, right? The difference between winning and losing a lot of the time.
No doubt. So, just to set the scene for everyone, Rangers are going head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Penguins, always a big rivalry game, tons of energy on the ice. And during this crazy scramble for the puck, right there in front of the net, Shesterkin goes down.
Yeah, and those moments are always scary, right? You just hold your breath, hoping it's nothing serious.
Well, he actually played through the rest of the game. Tough as nails, right?
Oh, absolutely. You see that a lot with goalies. They're used to playing through pain, blocking shots, you name it. But, and this is important, it's also a testament to the insane pressure these guys are under, especially when a team is fighting for a playoff spot.
Speaking of playoffs, this injury definitely makes things a lot more interesting. So Shesterkin will be out for a week, maybe two, upper body injury.
And, he's been having a decent season, nothing to scoff at. 18 wins, 19 losses, and a couple of overtime losses.
Right, so he hasn't been quite as dominant as he has been in the past.
Right. His goals against average is sitting at 2.87, which basically means, on average, he lets in a little under 3 goals per game. And his save percentage, 0.906, so a little over 90% of the shots he faces, he's stopping them.
Solid, but not his best year for sure.
Yeah.
And to make matters a little more tense, the Rangers have some pretty tough opponents coming up.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Columbus Blue Jackets first, and then the Buffalo Sabres.
Talk about must-win games if they want to stay in that playoff race. So the big question is, with Shesterkin on the sidelines, who's going to step up?
Well, first in line is Jonathan Quick, the backup goalie. He's definitely got the experience.
Tons of experience. But the thing is, can he really, rise to the occasion? Can he carry the team?
Well, he's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion, so he knows how to win when the pressure is on, that's for sure.
Right, right.
But he is getting up there in age, 37 years old. So can he still perform at that same elite level consistently? That's the real question.
Yeah, and that upcoming game against Columbus, it's going to be a real test for him.
Huge test.
Oh, but hold on. The story gets even wilder. The Rangers have also called up Dylan Garand from the minors, the AHL.
Yeah.
For those who don't follow hockey super closely, the American Hockey League, that's like the training ground for the NHL, right?
Exactly. Think of it as like the stepping stone.
Right.
You go there to develop your skills, get some good experience under your belt.
And Garand, he's got a lot of potential. But throwing him into this playoff race, that's a risky move.
Yeah. Big time gamble. He's got the talent, but can he handle that kind of pressure right out of the gate?
It's a high-stakes situation for sure. And, this is part of what makes sports so fascinating, isn't it? I mean, you've got the drama, the star player down, the question of who can fill his shoes.
Right. And that element of the unexpected.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not just about who steps up. It's also about how the whole team dynamic changes. They've got to adapt, come up with new strategies.
Absolutely. It really forces teams to dig deep to find those hidden strengths, maybe even players who surprise everyone.
And that's what makes it so exciting to watch, right?
For sure. You never know what's going to happen.
So, folks, what are you thinking? Can Jonathan Quick tap into that championship experience and lead the Rangers through this tough stretch? Is Dylan Garand ready for the NHL spotlight? Or will the Rangers really struggle without their star goalie? Keep an eye on those upcoming games, because anything could happen.
What I find really interesting about all this is that it goes beyond wins and losses. You're seeing the human side of professional sports. The grit, the determination, the pressure, it's all there. And sometimes, it's about more than just the final score.
That's a great point. It's about resilience, about seizing opportunities, and sometimes about how a team comes together in the face of adversity. Thanks for joining us on another deep dive.
My pleasure. Always fun to talk hockey.